Hello, Internet denizens. Welcome to another edition of RBF. Well, the Internet is ablaze, almost literally, by overheating MacBook Pros. That's all anyone can talk about right now, but please, all you people testing them, can you please stop testing them before patch, after patch, during patch, cabbage patch, until I can get this goddamn issue of RBF out, please. Thank you. Welcome back. What a crazy whirlwind of Apple MacBook Pro thermal throttling gate we're in the middle of. Holy smokes. I commented this on my previous RBF, but the big concern I have now that the top tier YouTube A-listers have weighed in on this topic ad nauseum, what I want to know is, are there any viewers left for us tiny tubers? Are there any viewer crumbs available that we can have? Yes, I've seen your stats, hundreds of thousands, millions of viewers. I just want to know if there's any viewers left for me. We shall see. Bastards. Mindshare suckers. Anyway, I have no other topic to talk about in this edition of RBF other than Apple's thermal throttle gate. So let's just get into it. Now, for those few people who have no idea what's going on, let me review. 1. Apple snuck out an updated MacBook Pro on July 12, 2018 that used Intel's 8th generation processors. 2. They included an updated keyboard with a silicone membrane. Yes, the same material used by Stormy Daniels. 4. Then tech reviewer and much too popular YouTuber David Lee stepped into the breach and reported that the i9 MacBook Pro thermal throttled so badly that it couldn't even perform at its base 2.9 CPU clock speed, let alone turbo up to its rated 4.8 gigahertz. In fact, to improve the performance of his MacBook Pro, David actually stuck it into his freezer. And it worked. Number 5. Other testers confirmed David's findings. Still other YouTubers posted videos talking about the hard work of other people without doing their own research. Like me. Number 6. Then Jonathan Morrison did a post saying, "We're all liars," telling us we were using the MacBook Pro wrong. 7. Then Jonathan Morrison did a post saying he was wrong and he apologized. We're not liars. We were right. Number 8. Then Matthew Moniz posted a hilarious video on suggestions and tips on buying the best freezer for your MacBook Pro to prevent it from thermal throttling. F*** you, Moniz. That was really funny. I hate you. 9. The internet was now ablaze in thermal throttle gate. Then Uber Computer Tech and no friend of Apple, Louis Rossmann, popped in to discuss Apple's use of under-spec'd VRMs, voltage regulator modules. I have no idea what they are, but it makes me smart saying it. Rossmann noted that these bunnies get hot and can kill your processor, but did Apple provide the hardware to adequately cool them? No! Rossmann then mentioned a Reddit post featuring a kind of a hinky software patch that actually fixed things. Number 10. Then suddenly, out of nowhere, Apple came out with a patch. Here is what Apple wrote. This is their release. Following extensive performance testing under numerous workloads, we've identified that there is a missing digital key in the firmware that impacts the thermal management system and could drive clock speeds down under heavy thermal loads in the new MacBook Pro. If they're looking for a key, they should just ask my wife. My wife always knows where I have my keys. A bug fix is included in today's macOS High Sierra 10.13.6 supplemental update and is recommended. We apologize to any customer who has experienced less than optimal performance in their new systems. Customers can expect the new 15-inch MacBook Pro to be up to 70% faster and the 13-inch MacBook Pro with Touch Bar to be at least 2 times faster, as shown in the performance results on our website. Now, of course, they're comparing those performance metrics to this Timex Sinclair 1000, just so you know. Apple also apologized for GM Chevy Cobalt with the faulty ignition system that killed people. Didn't Apple test the MacBook Pro using software that their target market actually used? Or did the testers just run a couple of tests with Candy Crush and said, okay, that's it, we're done, this looks good? Apple actually approached David Lee for his test results because he's the smart kid. And, you know, they needed to crib for the exam the next day. 11. So over the next few days and weeks, people will be testing the Apple MacBook Pro with the updated patch, and maybe Apple will release yet another patch. Who knows? In the meantime, Max Yuryev, who I suspect is a Russian spy, and I have told Robert Mueller about him, well, he just finished 2 days worth of testing when Apple released the patch, and then he was kind of pissed off in his video, and now he's going back and redoing his 2 days of testing. Poor Max. I felt badly for him. Number 12. So is it now all bunnies and flowers and baklava for Apple? No, not in the least. The MacBook Pro is still a portless disaster. 13. Apple had removed the lifeboat connector from the motherboard of the 2016-2017 MacBook Pros. Because the SSD is soldered into the motherboard, if your motherboard went toast, at least you had a chance to recover the data on your SSD using the lifeboat port. Not anymore. The 2018 MacBook Pro has removed the lifeboat connector. So, if you're not backing up regularly and your motherboard goes south, you are SOL. 14. I don't have a 14. I am completely exhausted. Till next time, thank you for listening to RBF. So long, Internet denizens.